So welcome to a new type of video that I wanted to do that I really love watching on YouTube, and I love watching YouTubers do, but I've never really done it myself. But now I really want to join this type of content, if that makes sense. And this is a monthly favorites. Yeah, so first off, we're gonna start with books. Even though I'm currently in a big reading slump, I wanted to kind of talk to you about the books or the type of books that I'm really leaning towards, or the books that I've mainly given 5 stars to in the recent months. If you watched my last video, you'll see I've probably mentioned all these books in it, but I will show these because they have like a very reoccurring theme through all 3 of them. So if you like one, you might enjoy the other. So first off is Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. Don't think this needs much of an introduction or an explanation. I feel like everyone really knows this book. So yeah, really love this, gave it a 5 stars, probably my favorite Sally Rooney book. And next, Orbital by Samantha Harvey. This is a very short book, won the Booker Prize of 2024. Loved it so much. Very much just discusses the human condition and describes these astronauts in space and their feelings about the future, the past, their lives, their loved ones. Very much a book about people and humankind, basically, and I really loved it. Last but not least, Writers and Lovers by Lily King. I also gave this a 5 stars. All these books, all 3 of them, 5 stars. This is more of a literary fiction, kind of a girl or woman lost in life, not really knowing what to do. She's caught in a dead-end job and in a lot of like debt. And her mom recently passed away. She's trying to just deal with all those things while also trying to get into romantic relationships again. And I really enjoyed this one. The character was very relatable, loved her so much. If you're needing like a comfort book, but also knowing that the person in here is kind of losing her mind and kind of going through it, then I would recommend this book. So all these books, all 3 of these books kind of focus on very mundane things in life. Like there is a plot, but not really, if that makes sense. And it really focuses on the person themselves and how they're feeling and how they go through life and their thought processes and all that stuff. So I really enjoyed these books, even though they are quite plotless, heavy on the plot list for this book, even though it's so thick. Like I loved how plotless it was. Grief as well is a big theme in all of these, and I love reading about grief because everyone deals with it in very different ways, like vocalizes or talks about them in very unique ways as well, and I love reading about it and relating to some parts. Yeah, I really love these books. Very sad girl literature. Love it. So those are my favorite books at the current moment. Next, I wanted to talk about, it's related to books, but they're not like the books, they're not books specifically, but there's a cafe here. It's called Spill the Bean in Dubai, and there in the cafe is like a big bookshelf that you can basically swap out books with for free. So if you bring in a book and you see a book on the shelf that you really like, you can swap them. And I've gone there twice now, and I have found a book each time. And I wanted to talk about these 2 books, which is, they have a bit of a weird selection there because it's just like people primarily trying to like get rid of their old books. So it's a lot of like travel guides and books in different languages. So not a lot of the books that I find there are for me personally, or like books that I want to read, but some of them are really good. And the first time I went there, I found The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. And this is a book that I've really wanted to read for a long time. A lot of people recommend it if you like Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think that is the link. I think one of my friends told me that it's similar to that. So yeah, I really wanted to read. This is a YA book. I really don't know a lot about it. So the second book that I got, which is, I really love this copy and I really love that I found this, but it's A Streetcar Named Desire, which is a play. I love this cover. Also, it's like very used and abused, and this person I think bought it for like school or something, probably, because they've annotated it inside, and I've always wanted like an annotated book. It's gone through it, but I love that like really worn down vintage book because it's been used, you know. And I'm very excited to read this because I think Paul Mescal currently doing the play for this, and he's one of the main characters, I think. I'm not sure, but he is in this play and he's doing it right now, and I'm really excited to read about it. So yeah, that's that. Next thing I want to talk about is movies, which I love watching, but I've been slacking a bit this year, I will say. Favorites of the year so far are Lisa Frankenstein. I loved it so much. Catherine Newton, I love her. Like, I can't describe the feeling that I got when I watched this movie. She is amazing. She is everything to me. And if the rumors are true that she's playing Rapunzel from Tangled in the live action one, I'm so happy. I've never been so satisfied with the fan cast. All I need is Milo Manheim as Flynn Rider, and then I'm gonna be happy. Lisa Frankenstein, that's a great movie. It's a girl who basically hangs out in the cemetery a lot, and she hangs out by this one specific grave a lot, and she talks to it, and then this guy comes to life, and he's like her only friend basically, and it's very weird. It's very interesting, and I really loved it. And Cole Sprouse is in it, but he doesn't talk at all, which I loved. Men in movies need to do that more, just not talk. I also watched a short film called St. Bulge's Day. Not gonna lie, I only watched this because Curtis Connor is in it and he's promoted it a lot on his channel. This is what it looks like. It's how do I explain this? It's like a male version of Hooters. If I could describe it in any way, that would be it. So, and it's very funny. It's a comedy. I don't know how else to describe it. It was only like 30 minutes long. It's on YouTube as well if you want to watch it. So I would give it a shot if you feel like laughing. I watched A Complete Unknown, which is the Timothée Chalamet, Bob Dylan biopic. That was great. I really liked it. I feel like it's not for everyone, but I really enjoy biopics of like musicians, even though they're like over dramatized and sometimes very like fake. They're very fun to watch because I like listening to the music and how the music is inspired by their life and how their life inspires the music, if that makes sense. I also watched recently A Real Pain, which was one of the movies that got nominated for an Academy Award. I forget which thing it got nominated for, but yeah, this is the one with Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. Loved it. My friend recommended it to me. Guys, if your friend tells you to watch a movie and they say that you should watch this movie because I think you'll like it, watch the movie, okay? Because my friend was like begging me to watch this movie for I don't even know how long, maybe like a month or something. And I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. I kind of like put it off because I wasn't really sure what the movie was about. And I was a bit scared because having the title be A Real Pain, I was scared that it was going to be really sad, which it was, but it wasn't to the point of sad that where I was like sobbing my eyes out like All of Us Strangers, like that type of sad. But it was like a very comforting, relatable, sad type of movie. So if you really like those types of like family bond movies where there's like a little bit of like weird relationships between the family members, a lot of grief, because it was so touching. There's a scene at the end where they hug where I literally was crying over two grown men hugging. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would really recommend this movie. That's all for now for movies. Next is makeup, which I'm really excited to talk about because I've recently kind of changed my makeup just a bit, not like drastically, but I feel like I've changed it up a bit where I look a bit different and I look more like me, a little bit more mature. I feel like it suits my face more. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So this is my makeup, like current makeup rotation. If you guys are interested in that, I could do like a whole makeup tutorial, but I'll just show the new makeup products that I've been using recently that I've really liked and are really new that I've used before. Before, I used to really like bright pinks in my makeup, and that's not to say that I don't like them anymore, but it's like I use them a lot less often than I used to. Recently, I don't remember how I got into this, but I've always known about her, but Gabriette recently got onto like my For You page or my Pinterest or something. I saw her for the first time in a long time. And I was like, wow, I love her makeup so much. Like, I really want to try and emulate this look. And ever since then, I've really tried to go for that. I'm not really going too much into her look today, but now I kind of edited it to make it more for myself. So I'll show you the makeup products that I've recently bought that have improved my makeup, in my opinion. I think the main thing that's different is my eyeshadow and my lips. So what I use now for my eyeshadow, I bought this set like a couple months ago, maybe like for Christmas. They were having a sale in Benefit, this little set, and it comes with like a lot of little products here, but I mainly bought it because I really wanted to use the Hoola bronzer. And if you bought the Hoola bronzer by itself, it's super expensive and it's a really big packet, and I was scared that I didn't know like how to use bronzer, or like I would use it in the wrong way or I wouldn't like it. So I was never like committed to buy that product by itself, but because it came in the set, and this set, it was like 100. If the Hoola bronzer is like usually like 75 or something, this set was 100, and this is literally like the full product. So yeah, I'm using this on my eyes actually as my eyeshadow recently. So I put this like on my lid, the blush, and this on the outside, the Hoola bronzer on the outside. And I do try to use the bronzer, but I don't know if it shows that I'm using it. But I also do use this eyeshadow palette. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette that I've ever bought. The NYX Lid Lingerie Shadow Palette. It's super dirty. But yeah, so I would use like these two shades, and then I would go over like the outside of my lid with this brown shade, and then also like mix it with this so it's not that dark. And then I would use concealer to like do a little cut crease here, and then go over that with highlight so it's like a bit like brighter here on the inside, if that makes sense. Yeah, and I'm really liking the look of it. And then next we'll move on to lip products. My holy grail right now, something that I've never used before till this year, are lip liners. I don't know why I never used them before, but now I mainly use this one, which is from Berry M. I don't know, I bought this from ASOS because I just really wanted like a dark brown color. So it's this type of brown. Yeah, I usually use that. And then as a lipstick, I have this MAC lipstick, which is just a perfect nude, and it has a bit of like sparkles in it, which I love. So yeah, it's literally this like the shade of my lips. Like there's no difference, it just makes it more glossy. And then I use this NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in the shade Status Update, I think. I don't know if that's the name of the thing or what, but yeah, the brown one basically. That is my current lip combo. Like I usually use that a lot of the time. That's my favorite makeup products, so I'm really enjoying them. Okay, next up we're switching gears a bit, and we're going a bit in a different route. This is gonna be very short, but I wanted to talk about stationery because I do journal a lot. I have like a junk journal basically, and I wanted to show you two things that I bought recently that have like changed my journaling game, which I really enjoy a lot. So first one is this like sheet of colored papers. It just has like these paper mats of different colors and patterns, and I usually put these in like the background of my journal. I'll actually show you. This is the first one that I use in Ins and Outs of 2025 butterfly print that you can see. And then I also used it on my About Me page, which I really love the look of. I really like this. I bought this from Creative Minds. Is that the brand? Maybe, if you're looking for it. This is what it looks like. And last but not least, I only have two things on this category, but I bought this Ransom Note sticker book, which has helped me a lot. Like, it's very hard to think of like unique ways to make titles for your journal spread sometimes. So just having these like stickers, like letter stickers, it's just helpful and easy to have this here. So, and it also has some different stickers at the back that are not letter stickers. It has numbers as well, and it has like different types of stickers. And what else does it have? Yeah, I've used this a lot. I bought this from Amazon, and this is the brand, and I would highly recommend if you're into journaling or any crafts stuff to get this. It's really nice. Been really helpful. Next is clothing and accessories, which I also don't really have a lot of to talk about, but I just wanted to talk about this one specific thing, which is, you probably did see in my last video that I talked about in depth a lot about, which is my sweater or my cardigan, my new cardigan that I bought from Zara. It's like a gray cardigan with these brown buttons. It is so cute. I know it's very basic, like everyone is wearing cardigans, but I just love it also because the weather here is like cold enough for me to be wearing this on a regular basis outside. I love it. I love this cardigan so much. I would button the top button and just let it flow like this. Yeah, and I really love it, and it's a bit like loose and baggy, and it's the perfect fit, and I love it so much. I'm not sure if I can technically put this in this section yet as favorites because I've only worn these literally once. I bought these yesterday. I've been saving up for a new pair of running shoes because that is, we will also get to that, but one of my new hobbies is running. So I finally got a pair of these shoes. I really don't know the model or like what these are called, but these are just very basic white Adidas running shoes. and I'm so happy I have them. They're so pretty. I know they're gonna probably get dirty really fast, but I really just wanted white ones. Yeah, I'm so happy. These are a favorite, okay? I don't care that I've only used them once. I bought them yesterday. It's fine. I love them, and they're an essential to my everyday life now because I run every day, so yay! Okay, so next up we're talking about something completely different, which is hobbies. And this is just gonna be one new thing in my hobbies, and I'm very excited to talk about it because it's such a big part of my life now. I am very happy that I've started this hobby, which is running, and I run out in public. There's this place here called Kite Beach, and it has like this running track that goes along like the whole beach area, and it is just amazing. But genuinely, this, like, adding this to my daily routine has changed so much about me, like mentally, physically, like in so many ways. Like I wasn't even expecting to be changed like this. It's so weird because it's just a small thing that I do in my day. Like it probably takes like 2 to 3 hours max out of my day. It's so good for my health, and I've never noticed like physical changes to my body more than I have once I started running. And that's me trying to like lose weight for like the majority of my teen years, you know? I've never really seen so much of a difference, like positive difference, that like I'm very satisfied with how my body looks, how it's changing, and it's only gonna go for the better because I've only been doing this for a month, you know? So imagine how it will look like maybe like half a year from now. Yeah, so I really like running. Running is my new favorite hobby. I do that every day. I'm still working on it, but I really love it. Like I love the feeling that you get when you're running. Sunset time, wind is blowing in your hair, you see cute guys by the beach. Next up is a bit of a thing that's related to running, which is like food or drinks or stuff in that section. These are not necessary, but for me, as someone who's also trying to have more of a clean diet relating to my fitness journey, protein bars is a good way to eat sweets without you feeling so incredibly guilty. So yeah, I'll talk about my 2 favorite protein bars. This is a bit of a random thing, but I still wanted to talk about it because they are my favorites. So barbells, I think, are very standard. Everyone loves them. If I want a smaller one, because this is quite big, you know, it's like a full ass chocolate bar, and the protein bars are thick to eat. So if I'm not feeling like a whole protein bar, I will get one of these ones. These are, I don't know how to say that, but these are like, these are also protein bars. I think they might have more, but these are my favorite, which is coconut. This literally tastes like Bounty, and then a chocolate caramel. And these actually, like, they taste good, especially the caramel one. Like, it actually tastes like a chocolate bar. So I am loving these protein bars in my diet recently. Last but not least, in the healthy living section, I'm trying to cut down on soft drinks, even though I don't really see them as like such a bad thing. Like I will still drink them every day, but to cut down on like the really bad ones, I try to drink some like healthy alternatives. And this is one that I found which is really good, which is, it's active blackcurrant, apple and raspberry sparkling vitamin water. As someone who like literally lives off of Coke Zero, I'm like, this is something that is actually helping me to cut that habit in half at least, because I used to drink like 3 Coke Zeros in a day, which is, it's not healthy, you know, it's not good for your teeth, especially because I really have bad problems with my teeth. So I'm really trying to implement other healthier alternatives, and this is a really good one. It's 0 sugar, it's natural flavor, it's gives you vitamins and minerals, so like at least there's something more positive to it. And I know it's still like fizzy drink, but it's a bit healthier, I would like to assume. So, and I really like the taste of it. I think they have other flavors, but I think this one's my favorite. Blackcurrant, apple, and raspberry. I bought these from Spinneys. Now we're moving on to one of my favorite things. I think maybe the last one, which is music. My favorite music is currently my on repeat songs right now. Obviously, Sabrina Carpenter's Deluxe, Busy Woman, 15 Minutes. Yeah, the whole Deluxe album, so good. And also Role Models Deluxe album, Kansas Anymore. I literally came into this Deluxe for Sally when the wine runs out, but I stayed for Old Recliners because that song is so good. Also, The Longest Goodbye. Yes, I did cry listening to that song because I was like, oh my god, he's actually over Emma Chamberlain, and I don't know how to process this information. But yeah, I love that. Also, I really love Nessa Barrett's new album. She also came out with a deluxe. What's up with everyone coming up with the deluxe versions? I don't know, but I really love that one. Tate McRae's new album, Revolving Door, is so, like, she, even though I don't really personally love all of her like side tracks on her albums, there's something about her, like the star quality that she has in her singles, that like they are so good and they're so like playable, like on loop. Like I could literally play Revolving Door right now on loop while I go running and I would be fine with it. Maybe a playlist that I'm listening to a lot is my running playlist. I literally have a playlist called Run, Run, Run. Give Yourself to Me by Kat and Kalmel. I love this duo. I actually followed them before they started making so much music. It's like, if they played this song in the clubs, like I would actually go to the clubs. Like guys, if you really want like a synth pop cunty club song, please listen to this song. Like it's so, I love it so much, and running to this song is like it's next level. Like I love it so much. They need more hype. If you have any other recommendations for songs to run to, please let me know. I think that's all for now, and those are my current favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I hopefully will see you soon with maybe another vlog or just like a chit chat video or makeup tutorial. I'm not sure really what my plan is for my next video, but yeah, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed again, but see you next time. Bye bye.